The Paul Leslie Hour, helping people tell their stories. And now, your host, Paul Leslie.
Hey, it's me. Hello and welcome, folks. This is episode number 200, and we are welcoming a legend in music. Billy Joe Shaver is one of the greatest songwriters in American music. He's also a singer, storyteller, entertainer, and recording artist. Billy Joe Shaver is a 5-time Grammy nominee. He received the Americana Music Association's Songwriter Lifetime Achievement Award and was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, as well as the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame. The songs he's written are considered standards. Johnny Cash called him my favorite songwriter. Kris Kristofferson said, "He's as real a writer as Hemingway." Norm Macdonald, the comedian, said, "Billy Joe Shaver writes the biggest ideas with the smallest of words." Some of the greatest artists have performed his songs, people like Elvis Presley, Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, George Jones, the Allman Brothers Band, Waylon Jennings. We could keep on going. He's a prolific performer, and he's released almost 24 albums. It's a great pleasure to have him here. Billy Joe Shaver, how are you, sir?
I'm doing real good, man. I forgot I did all that stuff. You know, that lady that was Carol Channing, I think is her name, was a Hello Dolly thing.
Yeah, Carol Channing.
Yeah, she passed today, but she did. She recorded "Old Chunk of Coal," one of my songs, and you ought to hear it sometimes. I'm just an old chunk of coal. It's kind of funny, really. But she's. I never met her, but it's pretty nice of her to do that. I don't know how in the world it got into her hands even.
That is a good question. That's variety from the Allman Brothers Band to Carol Channing. You know?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people record with Dylan and Kris and Willie, or just Bobby Bear, of course, and I mean, it's just Ernest Tubb and George Jones, and I guess everybody just I really have. I'm kind of caught up here. I just kind of now just realized I've been doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of hard work during the time I was young. And even though I did get crazy a little bit, you know, like everybody else. And not that that's right, because you're not supposed to be like everybody else. That's one thing we all got in common. We're all different, you know.
True.
And that's the way it should be. And setting examples is probably out the door now. I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything's exactly what it is anymore. You know, looking at shows and stuff on TV and all, and some of it wears me out. But some of it, you know, I guess it does other people too. But then again, there's other people that just love the heck out of it. So, you know, to each his own.
That's true. Well, you were saying that everybody is unique. How important do you think originality is when you're a writer?
Oh, yes, yeah. I think that's your only hope, because you can count on yourself being different from everybody else. That's what we, like I said, all got in common. But if you're going to be real honest, that's what I did. I don't know. You know, it might be best for somebody else. Other people, it wouldn't be much fun if we couldn't see movies and occasionally read things and stuff by other people. But in my case, I went ahead and I'd been down the road so much, you know, in so short of years. And I started out real young and was on my own and traveled around a lot. So I had quite a bit to write about. And so I just wrote about myself, what was going on with me, kind of standing in the rain and predicting rain.
Well, what does it feel like to write a song from your perspective?
Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. It's my first love. I love it. It's I don't know. The best time to write a great song is right after you write another one. You know, as soon as you write one, you feel so good. You can write a dozen if you really want to, because you got it in your hand. But sometimes you like to. It's like having a child or something. You like to play it over and over and over and over. And I remember all of mine. And it's like children. They really are like a part of you or something. And it hurts when someone takes credit for things that aren't theirs or steals stuff from you, which happens quite a bit. But all in all, I guess it's fair. Yeah.
Well, what do you like about the process of writing a song?
Oh, I ain't real sure I really like it that much till after I get into it. Because I don't like to be jostled out of bed, you know, in the middle of the daggone night. Maybe, well, 3 or 4 is in the middle of the night for me. And just almost have to go and write this song. You know, it's like it'll go away if you don't grab it and finish it. When I get started, it's so hard for me to stop. That's why I hate starting. I don't make a lot of sense. I'm sorry.
No, it does, actually. When we talked on the phone earlier, you were saying that the location where you're at is near Waco.
It's Waco, yeah.
Waco,
actually,
Texas.
I live on, yeah, Yeah, it's Waco is the home of the Texas Rangers, and it's some kind of Hall of Fame thing here in the Browning Library, and the first suspension bridge ever built was built here in Waco, Texas, going across the Brazos, so they could drive cattle across there.
Wow.
It's my bridge, really. I've adopted it.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't keep up the repair, but I almost claim that bridge, I swear. I guess everybody else does too. It's a pretty neat thing.
The Billy Joe Shaver Bridge.
I don't think so. No, it's just that first suspension bridge. The same guy that made that one over in Brooklyn or somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
I made a big old deal over there too. Same guy.
After you told me that you lived in Waco, I went and I played the song Wacko from Waco and I was listening to it. And
oh God, that's pitiful. Yep, that's bad.
well, there's a great line in that song, and I actually have this on my business card. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
That's true. That's one of my sayings.
Yeah?
Yeah, I come up with a lot of sayings and stuff, and one of them, that's one I'm real proud of, and another one is simplicity don't need to be greased. And that means a lot to me. The more simple it is, the less words you have to use, the more power they have, the more flame they have in them, and they're moving things that, some words move things. Like you mentioned fire or something like that, or wheels. It's just, I like to use those kind of words because it makes it really exciting, really kind of, and I get to show off my skill.
One of the other songs I was listening to, The Cowboy Who Started the Fight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Great song. Really?
Yeah, it really happened, man. All that stuff happened. Actually, in a way, it wasn't exactly like that, but that's where I got the thought from.
So when you write a song like that, you just said that it really happened. Is it like you're playing it like a movie in your mind and you write what you're envisioning? How does that work?
I don't know. It happens. It seems like every time it's different. And it's hard to believe that every time would be different, but it is. And some of them are similar, but it's really exciting. It's like hooking a bull or something. It's really, really good. You can't let go of it once you get a hold of it. It's fun. Like I say, it's my love, my first love, and probably be my last, I imagine.
At the beginning of the interview, we were listing all of the people who recorded a Billy Joe Shaver song, and you mentioned a couple, and it's such a diverse list. Everybody from Johnny Cash to Elvis Presley, Willie Nelson, of course. Who do you think recorded the best version of one of your songs? One that someone else did that you thought, wow, he really nailed it?
Well, let me think. It'd be Tom T. Hall. Tom T. Hall, and it's a toss-up between Tom T. Hall and Willie Nelson. But Tom T. did this tribute I wrote to Willie, Willie the Wandering Gypsy and me, and he did Old Five and Dimers, and he got mad at me about Old Five and Dimers because he said I should have wrote that. I said, well, I guess you should have, but you didn't. I did. And he stayed mad at me for about a month. And then he went and did that album and kind of nodded, tipped his hat to me. He said, the rhymer and the other Five and Dimers. So it worked out all right for me.
Who were you the most surprised? You mentioned that Carol Channing, rest her soul, did a version of one of your songs.
Yeah, bless her heart. Yeah.
Has there been anyone else who you thought, wow, how in the world did they find this song of mine?
Yeah, yes it has. It always has been. There's Bob Dylan. Back in the 70s sometime or another. I don't know how he got the song, still don't. But he did two versions of Old Five and Dimers, which is... That's the one I keep trying to beat.
In addition to him having performed your song, you've been mentioned by Bob Dylan in one of his lyrics. I'm curious how you found out about that.
Somebody brought it to my attention. It was in a Playboy magazine, or I don't know, not Playboy. It was in what do you call that other thing? That big magazine out of California. Rolling Stone, yeah, Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
I think it was in there. I ain't sure. Somebody sent it to me or gave it to me and told me about it. I read it. I was really happy, but still didn't make up for him recording my song and saying that it wrote down it was an old folk song. And I didn't really like that. I called their office and started chewing them out about it. It didn't do no good. And I don't know. That was way back yonder. And I've always been impressed by him. He's probably the best there is, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, in addition to him, what songwriters do you respect the most?
Oh, of course, Willie Nelson and Kris Kristofferson. There's a lot of rock groups and stuff, people that I really respect, Dickie Betts, and I don't know, they're all good, it's just, I don't know exactly how to answer that one.
One of the other songs I was listening to today was Oklahoma Wind. What a song.
Yeah, it is. That really happened. Yeah, it really happened, man. My cousin Jack Case, he's full-blooded Indian. I don't remember what kind. Anyhow, he come by one day and we decided we'd go up to Wewoka, Oklahoma. We're gonna drive up there in his car, of course, and see his grandfather off. And we got there, and on the way, there's a lot of things happened, man. On the way, we went Is this boring or
No.
take too much time? Okay, all right.
I'm enjoying it.
The way we went was we had a blowout, and we had to put a tire on a wheel. I actually had it done, and we went to the service station there in Texas, and the guy, well, he wouldn't do it, and we had to do it. And then we go on, and we had to put, we know what I've been around. He had to, but we got to this place where his grandfather, I think it was his grandfather's, supposed to be, and he was in a women's wing of an old folks home, and the Indians are supposed to get the best care there is, and they have these cards and things like that. And I thought, wow, that really ain't nice. But we went on in there, and he looked like that Indian, that nickel, the nickel Indian, the one on the nickel.
Yeah, the buffalo nickel.
But he had, yeah, buffalo nickel, yeah. And he had tubes stuck up his nose. And he died not long after that, but they were chatting and smoking and doing all that stuff. And went on down to Oklahoma, that Cain's, is it Cain's Ballroom? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, that big place where the floor actually goes around in circles. Anyway, I went back there in the back and wrote this song real quick, too. Didn't take me long. It's quite a song, though. It really is. I actually played it for, what's his name? The one that did Old Chunk of Coal, John Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played it for him, and he went and wrote Oklahoma Seminole Wind. And then later on, years after that, he admitted that he wrote around my song. But it was still good. His were better than mine, I guess, because nobody really picked up on mine.
Is it a compliment when somebody is inspired by your
God,
writing?
Yeah, that's the greatest compliment in the world is when somebody imitates you. You don't even get mad. You gotta act like you do. Sometimes I act like I do, but I don't. But too much is enough,
I interviewed a guy, James Taylor's brother, Livingston Taylor, and he said,
"Oh yeah, okay."
He said, if you're not exploitable, if somebody doesn't want to rip you off, that's when you're in trouble.
No shit. Well, I feel much better. Thank you for all those dollars we lost. No, I don't care about the dollars. I never did go after that. It was really it's just my calling. I'm lucky to have a profession that I'm good at, and God gave this to me, and I'm praise Him every day for it. Read my Bible every day, and thank God every day that I have this gift. And always keep good care of it and make sure I don't cheat or anything like that. Because I feel like it might get took away from me if I did. And that's selfish too, but what the heck, it's got to stop somewhere.
Something I've noticed about you, anytime I've seen you being interviewed, you always seem so humble.
I really appreciate what I got. If you're satisfied with what you got and happy about it, you won't want anything. So I'm not really not a greedy person. I never was. It will be. I hope. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
What would you say the best compliment you've ever received is?
Oh my God! Let me see. From Kris Kristofferson, I guess. Yeah. Or from Willie Nelson, yeah. Both of them, yeah.
What did Willie say?
Willie said I was the greatest songwriter alive today. But that don't mean nothing, because when one day passes, the whole damn thing could shift. So it's just like if you look at it that way, that's the only way I can look at it. I don't go, charts and things and Grammys and crap like that. I don't know. I ain't trying to get that.
It has to be incredible, though, to think about the fact that a lot of these songs are immortal. I mean, I imagine people will be recording these decades and decades from now.
Yes, sir. I know that, and that's one song I wrote called "Live Forever." Well, that's the way you live is through your accomplishments.
Another song I was listening to of yours. It's a really great song. You'll Always Be My Best Friend.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for recognizing that. You're the first one. I like that song too. It's great. Yeah, it's for the good kid. Yeah.
How do you define a good friend?
A good friend?
Yeah.
Someone you can count on when you feel like you're not making contact with God. You know, second best.
Yeah.
Willie was pissed off about that.
I was watching not too long ago the appearance that you did with Willie Nelson on the David Letterman show.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great duet. Is there anyone you'd like to sing a duet with that you haven't yet?
Oh, you know, I never thought about that. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not into it. You know, I like girls a lot, of course. But, yeah, I'd like to do a duet with Tanya. Yeah, Tucker, yeah. I think she's about as good a voice as there is out there right now, or ever, even. She's one of them immortal voices.
Tanya Tucker, if you're out there.
Yeah, well, you know, she don't pay much attention to me. I don't pay much attention to her either, so there you go.
How important do you think laughter is?
Laughter? Oh, it's the greatest medicine in the world, yeah.
On that note, how did you find out about Norm Macdonald being such a fan of your work?
He called me up in the middle of the night, I think it was, and said, I want to be your friend. Oh, Norm is great. I love Norm, man. He's so funny. But, you know, sometimes he walks away and he's gone for a week and you finally get what he said. I mean, he's so intelligent, he kind of overshoots the runway sometimes, I guess. Well, with an idiot like me, anyway.
He was saying one time that he had written some lyrics, but he was afraid to send them to you.
Yeah, I don't like people sending me lyrics anyway. Yeah, I'll probably correct them and send them back. Me and Towns Van Zandt used to run around together, and we were way out in the desert somewhere. I can't remember exactly what desert it was, but it was out toward California. But anyhow, it's hard to explain, Towns, but I got off what we were talking about. God darn it, I tell you, I'm getting bad about that. Till I'm 79, but I'm still, I can't remember what the hell we was talking about.
You were saying something about going out with Towns, traveling with Towns.
Yeah, we were good friends, yeah. But there was something that we asked about before that caused me to go into that, and I can't remember what it was.
Before that, I was telling you that Norm Macdonald had written some lyrics, but he was afraid to send them to you.
And send them back.
Yeah.
This happened. Towns, we're out in the middle of the desert, and he's got this 3-piece back Martin guitar, priceless, you know. And he's in his case and all that stuff, and he's fixing to take out across the desert with this Indian kid, and they're gonna find God knows what, paradise or something. And anyhow, I said, give me the damn guitar, you know, and I'll take it back to his house for him. So I'm gonna come back, and I decide, well, you know, during the time that Towns and I knew each other from way back in Houston, but he'd I moved to Nashville before he did, but anyhow, he became friends with Guy Clark, which I was a real good friend with too, and I love him. And he's gone, but God rest his soul. Anyway, I got into his guitar. I'm gonna send it to Guy, and I called him and told him I was gonna send it to him and all that stuff. And town's done gone. And I looked inside the guitar case, and I was going to loosen the strings, which I don't think you really have to do, but I was going to loosen the strings on the darn thing, and I found these songs, written out, and I don't remember, it was about 5 or 6 of them, and I put D minus, F, these words, all kinds of stuff, and put them back in the guitar. And so, not in the guitar, but in the guitar case, underneath the guitar. And sent it back to a guy in Nashville. Hey man, about a month later, guys called me and said, "You stole his guitar." I said, "What?" He said, "You stole his guitar." I said, "No, I didn't." And he starts really inquiring, and then and they found his guitar case and all, and I'm sure he found the songs, but I never told him I did that. And to this day, I haven't told anyone. You're the first one, I think. And and anyway, the guy in him finally gave up on me a thief, and he got his guitar back and them songs and stuff. And I don't know, it was kind of a dirty trick, but then again, it was kind of fun.
Every now and then I would read where you would make the news for making a show. You'd make it to the show no matter what the circumstances would be. There was, I think this was about a year ago, maybe a little more than a year ago, where you got injured. And
yeah, I did. I got flat on my face, and I don't know. I still accuse my guitar player. I didn't know the head was bad or something.
So why do you always make the show?
My son, he always goaded me all the time because back when I started out just by myself. It was in the year BE. This is before 80, My son was a great guitar player, and he didn't start playing until he was about 13. He came on the road with me, but until then, I just played with guitar, and that was it. And again, I forgot what the hell we were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about how you always make it to the show no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Well, Eddie always, when Eddie got hold of me, he said, "No, you make it to the show every time." I don't know why but he was that way, but I guess because I wasn't, I figured, well, hell, they can't start until we get there anyway. So.
What's it like traveling all around, bringing music to people?
Oh, I love traveling. Like I said in one of my songs, Willie the Wandering Gypsy means doers and thinkers say moving's the closest thing to being free. That's another one of my little whoop-de-doos that I'm kind of proud of.
What's it like when it's after a show or it's before the show and you meet somebody who's a fan of yours and they're in awe of you?
Oh, that works me to death. I loosen them up somehow or another. And laughter is good. You can just laugh, smile, and grin. And I used to wear my cross so any kids or anything are in trouble or something, they come to the cross. And there's, I've always been friendly. Always will be, I guess. I'm sure. And I never have thrown down on nobody unless they throw down on me first. And that's it.
I've heard that you're doing some recording with Billy Gibbons.
Yeah, Billy and I are good friends from way back. He married me and my wife, Wanda, way back at in Las Vegas. And he's a holy man, And he married Wanda and I, and then I got in a fight down the stairs, and broke my neck. My best man broke my neck, and then she had to get moved to another room because his friends beat her up or something because her mascara was running all down her eyes. And it was just because she wanted to go out and have fun. And here I was with my neck broke. And she went on out, and they said, we're going to put her in another room across the room and tell you, if you come out of the room, we're going to arrest you and all that stuff. How in the world did I dig myself into this hole? Anyway, of course, she came back the next day, and I always did. I accused Billy Gibbons of consummating the marriage, but I know he did. But I accused him of it, and we're good friends. So I hope he might get mad at me after this, but I don't care. No, he's a great guy. He's man, what a guitar player. Woo.
Yeah.
Pretty scary. Him and my son were real good friends. He'd tell my boy something that he was using now, this and that, and I'd have to go buy it, so, and carry it. And it got pretty heavy. Those amps that they like to play out of, it'll throw and knock you down right over you. But I had to pay for them, but they're all right too. And so everything's all right, really.
Is there any idea about when this next record is going to be coming out?
Well, I got the bull by the horns in here, and I've got enough for about 2 albums, but I still keep waiting on that one special one, to come along. I think it finally came along, and I wrote it last night, but I hadn't finished it.
Uh-huh. What is the best thing about being Billy Joe Shaver?
I come and go when there's a please, mostly, and I try to stay out of everybody's way. I have a good time doing that. And I appreciate movies because Robert Duvall, I was in a movie with him, The Apostles, name, and man, there's so many people working on them things, man.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
it's amazing. It's no wonder they spend so much money, but everybody, of course, on Bobby said, everybody was real nice, courteous, and all that stuff. And it goes right back to him. And I don't know, movies just wear me out. I appreciate them.
What would be your all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite? Oh, my God, I don't know. Probably Predator.
Predator?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Yeah, I like that real well. I don't know why. Every once in a while I'll see it come up on TV and I'll turn another thing on and look at it. I don't know, the photography and everything in it was just great. And then, too, it was one of the first real big, believable type space thing, Doesn't come from somewhere else. That's what I think. I don't know. I might not know much of nothing, really.
I always like to end my interviews. I let the guest just take the stage. Just take the microphone. Yeah. So what would you say to anyone who's tuned in?
Oh, man, God bless you when you dance. I know that. And me, I'm whistling by the graveyard. And a lot of us do when you lose people close to you. And if you can say happy, a lot of other people say happy too. And that's me. That's what I really try to keep myself in that, that kind of mood all the time, really, night and day.
Well, who is Billy Joe Shaver? How would you define yourself?
Oh, shoot, man, I'm real lucky. I'm lucky that I've got a profession. I'm lucky I'm able to do this stuff, and it's real easy for me. It's always kind of been easy. And God-given gift, and if you don't do something with it, you lose it. And I didn't start doing mine till late, but I'd already done a lot. Down here in Texas, if you let them know you write poems, man, the guys down here love to kick your ass,
Well, I want to say thanks to Rich Longshanks for making this interview possible.
Yeah, he's a good, isn't he?
Yeah, real nice guy.
Oh, he's great. He's a great best friend I got, man. I love him. Good person. Very talented, too.
He said that you are his favorite person in the world.
Well, he's about mine, too, I think. You know, I miss him, man. You know, him and Norm, as a matter of fact. Norm's a lot of fun.
Well, everybody out there, they can go to BillyJoeShaver.com. I hope to see you down the line. Hope you come to Georgia sometime soon.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been there.
Thank you very much for making the time to do this interview.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's an honor.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an honor for me to hear from somebody that cares about it. That's good.
All right, sir. Well, you have a wonderful night.
Yeah, God bless you. Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah. Adios.
Bapa doodly beep bop-a-dee da dee bumpity boo rapati kanas a jip pop killa kanat a gill bond a good thing jiga manga but this yeah hunger a guess I get back in the eat daga go I got the inga rocket tangle like a boy I can't oh goodbye.